We're on episode
Hello.
5 of the Hardcore Casuals podcast. I'm adjusting my mic. After a considerably lukewarm event last night.
Yeah, pretty mid.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
fucking mid.
something. Was a
But
card.
we have enough bullshit that happened to talk about, so we're gonna do that now.
Yeah, starting off with Charles Johnson uh, versus Rafael Esteban. Uh, Mid fight, it was pretty much just Esteban trying to take Charles Johnson down for the entire time. In the first two rounds, he pretty much did that until the third when he got very, very, very tired and needed a little nap. And Charles Johnson said, "I'm going to turn it on now," and decided to go after him. And Esteban was just shooting for takedowns like his life depended on it.
His
Uh,
knees were fucking out.
yeah,
All
he
red.
was. Yeah, he was shooting for his life, and Charles Johnson was piecing him up. But he only won one round out of three, so he lost, and he's got a stupid fucking haircut. So
Yeah.
Like that.
Uh, the next fight that I saw was Trey Ogden getting robbed by Joey Beltran against Nicholas Mata. Mata came up and or Mota came in and basically had nothing for him. He was getting jabbed up from the first round onwards, and in round three, Ogden had him in an arm triangle, fully mounted. He was on like the side control, and it was basically locked in, ready for the tap or the whatever. And Joey Beltran's like, "All right, show me something," and then he touches his arm, and it looks like Mata's just fighting it, right? And he's like, show me something," saying it multiple times, grabbing his arm, nothing from Mata. He's like, "Show me something," a little more urgent, still nothing from Mata, and then he stops the fight. So I can understand, both ways. Uh, he could have thrown up a thumbs up. Maybe not. Maybe he was too busy getting fucking strangled. What do I know, right? But Trey Ogden, he was really calling for his win bonus at the end of it because he was basically dominating the fight the entire time, and I
yeah,
kind of feel for him, but that was
they called
basically
it
all he
a
got.
they called it a no contest afterwards.
Yeah,
So I don't even know if you get your win money. I don't know if any of them get it. If it's a no contest, I think you just get your show money and get told to go home.
pretty much.
And you're like, alright, 15,000. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. The next fight is Aline Perez versus Lucy Pel. I don't want to fucking say that name.
I
Uh,
don't. I was taking a shower during this fight, so
it's a women's fight. I was on my phone. Aline Perez by unanimous decision. But no one cares about the fight. Everyone cares about what happens afterwards, where she and her coach jumped on the cage and started twerking right in front of her like 4 year old son, which is pretty fucking hilarious. Uh, yeah, twerking in front of your kids and for your OnlyFans is pretty wild. But I'm not a mom, so what do I know?
Yeah. Uh, fucking Mick Parkin, bruh. That
oh
that was
god,
fucking boring.
yeah, that fight was terrible. Heavyweights are terrible. Machado kind of looks like a friend of my dad's, but that's basically the only notable thing about this fight. Other than the
Yeah.
fact that the Brazilian missed weight before him and got knocked out in a minute and a half. That was
Oh
basically
yeah.
it.
Sagra or whatever the fuck versus Lucas Alexander. I didn't see this fight, but it was supposedly like a big upset or whatever. But he knocked him out, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, and I didn't see that either. Then we
Yeah.
got Christian Leroy Duncan making quick work of Dennis Tululin, who's I think was too tough for his own good. He was taking a fucking beating in there. But he
Yeah.
got it done with 87 uppercuts and 28 elbows, and eventually put the man down, and that was it.
Yeah, finally got him out of there.
Yeah. Jose Johnson and Chad and Helliger, that was a good little back and forth. It's funny because then Helliger's so short and stubby, and Johnson's so like long and lanky, and it's just funny to watch, you know. Because then Helliger was making a pretty good case, and then in like literally the dying seconds, if he, you know, with 11 seconds to go, this man pulls out the rear naked choke, and it was pretty alright, pretty good, you know. Good for him, cause he got he was the dude that got twisted by that guy a few months back.
Oh, bruh, that's right.
So good good on him to get that win, and yeah, that's about all I got to say. And then we got this thing right here, the holy shit. Brito is really funny to watch because he finishes everybody, and he's been talking shit about Dan Ige for like the last 4 fights of his or some shit, and it's funny because he doesn't speak English too good, so he just kind of says the motherfucker in Portuguese, Brazilian, and calls out for Dan Ige. And then Jonathan Pierce, fucking TJ Nurmagomedov, I guess he was on like a run, right? This is why this matchup was made.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess there was like rumblings that he wasn't all that, and he had already lost previously to like a fucking 37-year-old Joe Lozon a few years back or whatever the hell. So people were like, he's not that good. And what do you know? He got choked out. It was pretty damn crazy, too. Pretty quick.
Yeah, with a beautiful ninja choke. Fucking ninja chokes are amazing. They're way better than guillotines in my humble blue belt opinion. They're way better. But yeah, very slick choke, and puts the stop to whatever hype Jonathan Pierce had. Moving on to the main card.
Yeah, we got the descendant of Genghis Khan taking on the Doctor Medic, and pretty good. I didn't know the oral bite came up on like 4 days notice on like a different weight class and shit. So that was cool to hear about, especially considering he got it done. But Medic was piecing him up for a good little second in round 1, and then Oralbai just turns on the wrestling, and Medic can't really do anything about it. And then he found the most Neanderthal finish in a very bulldog choke neck crank. I'm gonna rip this motherfucker's head off submission, and yeah, that was that. And then afterwards, he said he was gonna go down to 155 because that's his actual weight class, and he said he was actually gonna like show off some hands, which I 100% doubt. I don't think that man has any striking, considering how quick he turned on the wrestling. But that's just my casual opinion. That's all I got.
Yeah. Orlobai called back. So he was seeing visions of Genghis Khan, and Genghis Khan told him to kill that man, and he was like, all right. So he just unga bungaed his way into that choke and fucking killed him. Next up is Hibas versus Pinheiro.
Holy shit!
And, it's funny because these women were actually exciting, just fucking crazy, and they were roommates a while back. So
and they were roommates.
Yeah, and they were roommates. Haha, funny. So yeah, I think every punch that they threw had the anger of them not doing the dishes and leaving dirty laundry everywhere throughout the apartment. So that was just all that pent up rage from when they were roommates.
Yeah,
and that's why they went so hard.
Yeah, Pinheiro showed it in that first round. Hibas got fucking beat up, all lumped up, bleeding from her eye, both eyes swollen shut, and you're like, holy fuck, she's gonna get CTE. And then she starts pressing forward in round 2, and then you're like, how the fuck did she win that round? and then it's 1-1 going in round 3, and now Pinheiro's tired, and then she gets CTE of her own when fucking Ribas just launches the Barboza move and fucking spinning heel kicks that bitch in the head.
Yeah,
And
right on the dome.
yeah, and this she didn't have her hands up or nothing. She just ate that shit, and then she ate the next 5 punches that dropped her to the floor, and then that was that. And then she had the audacity to freaking complain about the stoppage when she was done.
Yeah, she would have died.
She was
Uh,
already on her way there, if you ask me.
yeah. Next up, Peyton Talbot versus Nick Aguirre. I don't remember this fight at all.
Yeah, Nick Aguirre is like a grappler, and the man hasn't got heart nor chin. I don't know about the chin part. I was just looking for a second adjective. But yeah, he basically grappled the first round and didn't manage to choke Talbot out. And then every exchange onwards, he would just try to shoot and pull guard, and that was it. And then going into the third round, his coaches are like, "Bro, you gotta let it go. You're gonna hate yourself tomorrow morning if you don't let it go." And then he gets choked out less than a minute afterwards, and that was that.
Bro shouldn't have let it go.
He shouldn't have let it. Bro did not let it go.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
we
moving
got
on to the gayest fight
yeah
of all time, the
Twink
Battle of the Twinks.
Twink fight. Chase
Uh,
Hooper and Jordan Levitt. I actually thought Jordan Levitt had this one, man. I thought he was
Yeah,
gonna.
me too,
I thought he was
honestly.
gonna finish Chase Hooper with the striking, considering he's more vicious with his shit. I kind of slipped my mind the fact that he had cried after slam knocking out Matt Wyman, but
yeah, Jordan Levitt cries after every dude he knocks out. Like, just retire if you're gonna do that, bro. Like,
yeah,
or just do grappling competitions. But yeah, he's got some decent hands. He knocked out his last opponent after he got subbed by Patty. He was like, "Oh no, we're no more Mr. Nice Guy," and he went out there and knocked the dude out. But yeah, him versus Chase Hooper. I said before the fight it was either going to be really fun grappling or really shitty kickboxing, and it turned out to be really fun grappling for almost 3 minutes, and then Chase Hooper did that Ryan Hall weird lanky guard type shit because he trains with Ryan Hall, and he he wormed his way through a scramble into a rear naked choke, and he got him out of there.
got that
It was
shit done.
it was really nice.
Yeah, real sneaky. And that's that. Nah, I'm just kidding. We got Miles Morales taking on Jake Matthews. Jake Matthews shows up and looks like either an amateur or the greatest up and comer in the world. He was on his like 16th stint of truly realizing his full potential, and instead he got outpointed by Miles Morales because he's got
Because he's
the
Spider Man.
yeah, he's got that undefeated plot armor. He's Spider Man. Doesn't speak English. Knocks people out usually. But
Yeah, sometimes.
yeah, and that was it. That's all I got to say about that fight. And then
Yeah.
we got the main event.
Oh
We
yeah,
got we got
the main event.
Paul Craig getting absolutely exposed, having zero
Being
wrestling.
exposed for like the fifth time.
Yeah, bro, this is his like seventh exposure at this point.
He's gonna get radiation poisoning, honestly.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he got subbed by the hick Brendan Allen, and I don't know, man. I just I had confidence in
My
in
boy
Paul
here does
Craig.
not like Brendan Allen at all.
Nah, dog.
Fucking hates Brendan Allen.
Yeah,
For
this shit.
for what reason, bro? Like,
Bro's
there's no
such a
reason to hate
cornball,
him
dude.
this
I
much.
hate him. He's bad. I don't like him. He keeps winning, and I hate him even more.
He's gonna be the next champ.
Fuck
Watch.
that. Any of the top five right now, fucking wreck that fool. I
Actually,
bet my fucking bongos on that shit, dude.
okay, yeah, yeah, he got knocked out by Sean Strickland
And Chris Curtis.
and Chris Curtis, so yeah, he's not winning that title. Sean Strickland is too good. But yeah, yeah, Brendan Allen went out there and was like, "Hey guys, you know you can beat Paul Craig by not going absolutely wild in his guard and just looking out for his one sub on the bottom. If you guys just don't get triangled, you'll win." And everyone was like, "Really?" And he was like, "Yeah, why?" And then he went out there and he choked him out with ease.
Real,
There was
yeah,
like
relative ease. That
there was
was
like one point where it was like, "Oh, it's a little scary" because he had Paul Craig in a rear naked choke, and it looked like the angle was a little weird, and Paul looked like he was out of there. But the way that their feet were tangled up, Paul had a calf slicer, and Brendan was like, "Uh-oh." So he went for Paul's leg and scrambled out of there, and there was a little scramble, and then Allen got right back on top. And then like a round later, did the same thing. He got back on top, and he choked out Paul Craig, which is
absolutely disgraceful.
yeah.
Paul Craig needs to retire, bro.
Paul Craig's entire thing is that he's good at jujitsu, and then he gets subbed. So, make of that what you will. I used to be on the Paul Craig hype because funny Scottish jujitsu, uh, but now it's like, damn, you fucking suck. So
Yeah.
And he moved down too.
yeah, he moved
Bro
down.
moved down to 185 from
Retire.
205.
Retire,
70
Paul
time,
Craig.
bro.
He's gotta call it.
Retire, Paul Craig.
Yeah,
But
there
yeah,
was there
that's
was there was a faint glimmer of hope where the two of them clank punches. They both rock each other simultaneously, and unfortunately, Allen just found the grappling quicker.
Yeah.
But that's it for this absolutely lukewarm serving of slop. That was
Yeah.
last night's
Yeah.
card.
Yeah, the UFC for Thanksgiving is taking a week break, so I guess so are we. But when we come back, it's the greatest
Oh,
fight night card of all time. In the last no, yeah, of all time because main event we got Benny D Dariush
DJ Benny D.
versus my fucking boy Armin Sarukian. Uh, and that's a five. That's the main event. So it's 5 rounds. Great fight, great fight. Sarukian decimates this man. I don't care what
Bro.
people say.
Uh,
And then in the co-main,
we
the
got
co-mains are only 3 rounds. Not this
we
time,
got the 5 round
motherfucker. We
co-main.
got my
Dan the
boy
Man Hooker.
Dan the Hangman, my man Hooker versus OG Bobby Green in the main event. 5 rounds. Title eliminator. I don't care. Screw the main event. This is the title eliminator.
Bobby Green title run.
Give
This is
winner of this fight the BMF title.
This is the
Make
BMF
that the
title eliminator right
yeah,
here, bro.
Exactly. It's the title eliminator. Dan Hooker's my man, so he's gonna win. You heard it here first. In the featured bout, goddamn, we got Rob Font with his little funny jab versus Davison Figueiredo. He's moving up to 135. Fucking finally. Dude cuts 35% of his body weight to get to 125. How he doesn't die is insane. That's going to be a good fight because Figgy always brings the violence, except when he's fighting Brandon Moreno in their second and fourth fight. He didn't do anything. And Rob Font's got very good boxing. He killed Adrian Yanez. So that's going to be a good fight. Before that, we got Sean Brady and Kelvin Gastelum. Kelvin at 170, right? Oh, God, he's at 170. I hope he makes weight.
He doesn't make weight. You heard it here first.
He won't make weight.
This
Versus
fight's
Sean
gonna
Brady,
get scrapped.
who-
This fight
yeah,
gets
Sean
scrapped.
Brady, Sean Brady, who fucking sucks. Sean Brady sucks. He's got too many tattoos. And then middleweight, we got Punahele, our boy.
Big Pahuna Burger.
Hell yeah.
Big Pahuna Burger versus Dustin Stolfus.
Who's gonna get trashed? This man is gonna get his fucking win back, dude. I'm calling it. This man is ass.
Is this a rematch?
No, but he won. He won over Joe Pfeiffer with the worst thing. He slammed Joe Pfeiffer and his elbow dislocated. Won the worst way. Got a contract and is 1-4. Excuse me. After getting 1, 2, 3 finish losses, he lost to Abbas Magomedov in the first round. How do you
Who
lose to
loses
Abbas
to
Magomedov, bro? Who the fuck? This man is gonna
Bro
get
lost to
absolutely
Gerald Meerschaert.
trashed by
Yeah,
Big Puna because
Puna's our boy.
he's just
We
got it, dude.
we met him at
Never mind
International Fight
this.
Week. Yeah,
Look at the 6 knockout victories. You
yeah,
got the
we
victory.
don't talk about that. Puna Hele is our boy. We met him at International Fight Week, and he took a picture with us. He signed all our shit. He's a fucking legend. Literally, like we walked up to him because he wasn't like scheduled on there. He was just walking around. He was just there having a good time, waiting for people to recognize him, I guess. My boy was like, "Yo, that's Puna." Like, "Oh shit, big Puna, bro. What's up, dog?" And we we went up to him. We got his signature. We got a picture. So yeah, by bias completely, he will win, but also because he's really fucking good.
Yeah. And then we got the most violent man in 205, Khalil
I don't
Roundtree.
I don't like Cleo Roundtree purely because he looks like a dude that trains at my gym, and he just seems like a bitch.
Bruh.
But yeah, he's violent. He's like the only dude I know that like kicks people while they're on the ground
Yeah,
because I yeah,
this man has the only oblique kick finish in UFC history.
yeah, John Jones and his 15 years of oblique kicking people and never got a finish.
Yeah, and
But
then
Cleo Roundtree said, "Watch this,"
he's gonna be
and
fighting
murdered his leg.
Azamat Mirzakhanov, who's a finisher in his own right, undefeated as well.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
should be a good one. Hopefully the big men go boom, because
They
both
will.
these men bring the boom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
and then
the
I
rest of
think
the
this
card
it
is
just got announced this morning. It's gonna be Nasruddin Imavov and Roman Dolidze.
that's a good fight.
That should be good. That probably caps off the prelims, or they're gonna add it to this card or something. I bet you it'll cap the prelims if anything.
Yeah.
But
Um,
yeah,
yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, we shall be back December 3rd after that fight night wraps, and we'll talk about that and all the hopefully banging fights that come from it. Uh,
yes,
but but yeah, uh, this has been Hardcore Casuals podcast number 5. Thank you all for listening and watching wherever the fuck you're watching or listening this on, YouTube or Spotify. We have an Instagram. It's just Hardcore Casuals Pod with underscores between every word. So go follow that, please, and subscribe to our YouTube and shit like that. But yeah, that's it.
that's it.
Yeah, thank you. Bye
Yep.
bye.
Bye.